Let me get on YouTube here. Hi, YouTube. How's everybody doing here? Oh, my hat look funny, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let's get up in here. Let's get on up in here. Divine Royalty. Why is TikTok? Okay, come on, TikTok. I don't know why TikTok is. They have me dark, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Oh my God. Hi, YouTube. Hi, everybody. Take these glasses off a minute. Hi, everybody. Come on in, everybody. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I told y'all I'm going to be coming live every day. my voice is cracking from yesterday. Okay. So I apologize in advance, okay, because my voice is cracking from yesterday because I did a lot of talking yesterday. So I apologize for my cranky voice today. Come on, y'all. Let's get in here. Come on, TikTok. Come on, YouTube. Let's get in here. We got a lot of things to discuss today. Okay. Welcome, all you guys. Come on in. Let's join. Let's get it in. Come on, y'all. Come on. Let's join the live. Join the live, guys. God, y'all, my voice already. But I got a lot to talk about. Lots to talk about, you guys. Come on in. Come on in, y'all. Come on. Get my voice together. Okay, get my voice together. Come on in, y'all. Come on. We got a lot to talk about. YouTube. Let me tell you guys right now. I am going to be going to my blog because I have been reading my blog articles dating back to 2014. Where I first exposed everything in regards to what was transpiring within the United States. Okay, and the food stamp crisis is part of it. And that is one of the things I'm going to speak to people today about the method behind the madness with the food stamp crisis because people are freaking out. I totally understand. People can't go hungry. It's going to just turn into a dang on nightmare. But it's the crisis is needed. And that's what I'm going to be speaking about today. The crisis was needed, you guys. It was needed. You know, they had to, unravel a whole lot of things people do not like. So, the food stamp crisis is just part of it. Tiki Taki, I guess they have me in the Tiki Taki, live. I can't have access to all my live features yet. So I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to come on or not. So just bear with me. Let's get through this. I think maybe in one more day, maybe tomorrow, they'll let me get all my perks. If you want to join me over on my YouTube, you can do that as well. My YouTube channel is Candy K's Compassion Chronicles, so you can join me over there. So, anywho, guys, anywho, this food stamp crisis, oh boy, yes, it's a problem. It's a problem. People freaking out. I see it. And, it is so sad because it's needed, you guys. I've known about this food stamp crisis for several years, several years. And once I start digging into my blog articles that I wrote back in 2014, some of you guys will comprehend why a lot of things in America has been unraveling, because I explain a lot of this stuff in my blog research. And let me tell you guys who I am. I really don't like talking about credentials or anything like this, but, people, I've been silent for a long time. People have wanted me to be silent for a long time. I have been gang stalked. I have been bullied. They wanted me unalived because of the information and the knowledge that I have and my actual personal experience. They did not want me telling people about my personal experience because my personal experience is with elite individuals, very powerful individuals that did not want me speaking at all. They tried to do everything in their power to destroy me. I mean, everything you can think of. These people have come after my entire life because they did not want me to speak. But God, okay, I am a child of God. You cannot come against a chosen child of God. So no matter what they try to do, like even today, I'm getting my phone's blowing up for no reason. Okay. I don't even know who these people are, but I don't answer unknown calls. Okay. Don't try to call me because you're going straight the block silence. Okay. Don't even try it. Don't waste your time or your energy because I have nothing to say to anyone because I've been through hell and high water, you guys. And a lot of these people are trying to figure out how I survived the trauma that I have been through. And then I also put out that I'm going to be rewriting my book again. They don't want me to write my book because I'm giving names. I'm giving all the information, all the documentation. I am giving everything between my book and my webinar series that I will have coming up soon. So they don't want me to speak. So I'm kicking off this campaign on YouTube and TikTok by revealing a lot of my blog articles that I wrote back in 2014, 2015, 2016, 2018, 19, 20. I am exposing it all. But that also I am exposing because I also previously had already given it to the proper authorities. This is what a lot of people don't understand. No matter what attacks you try to send to me, what you have done has already been given to the proper authorities in the Obama administration and the Trump administration. I have already given all the things that y'all have come against me, the slander, the lies, the false documentation, you guys taking my organs, what else? God, stealing my money, every bribery, everything you got, bullying, gang stalking, everything that you guys have been trying to throw at me. I'm telling y'all, they tried to throw everything but the kitchen sink at me. Spiritual warfare. They have been doing the most, trying to, drain my energy, trying to bring chaos and drama into my life and, deplete me in all facets, but it hasn't been working for them, you guys. It has not been working for them whatsoever. They thought I was defeated. They were telling people that, and then they tried that nonsense with me too. I said, yeah, y'all have lost y'all's everlasting mind. They tried to wanted to deem me mentally unstable. There is nothing mentally unstable about me. Okay, because I am a child of God. I am chosen, and God brought me through their fire. Okay, God is the one. And I thank God, you guys, every day. And and this gives some of you guys hope out there. Put your trust, put your faith into God. Okay, in your angels. Put your faith into to God, because God was the only one that brought me out the fire. I was medically sick. I was trauma. They took my organs from a birth control device, Marina IUD, that they don't want to talk about because nobody wants to put Bayer Pharmaceuticals on the radar. Okay, Bayer Pharmaceuticals is just as evil as Pfizer and Moderna. They don't want to put them on the radar. They've been trying to hide in the background, but I'm putting them on blast because it was their medical device that almost unalived me. And it's also impacting millions and millions of other women. And if you got daughters, okay, you got nieces, okay, I don't care if you're your mom, your dad, or whatever, y'all need to listen up to my information, because I researched the top 10 pharmaceutical corporations as I'm healing from them removing my all my female organs and dealing with female genital mutilation, okay, because during that process, that's what happened to me as well. And so anyway, and then there's so much other stuff along with that, okay, because I researched the top 10 pharmaceutical corporations in the United States. I sent my research to the Obama administration, who then made me a federally registered contractor. But I then found out that the Obama administration, okay, was involved. I've dealt with, contacted the FBI, the DOJ, Health and Human Services. I went to the CIA. I went to the Secret Service, you guys. Okay, I was contacting the entire federal government. Okay, so with that said, when I started seeing the patterns of what was really going on behind the scenes, I was like, okay, wait a minute, they're all involved. So with my pharmaceutical research, though, I opened up a whole can of worms, to the point I was told, okay, on some occasions, that if you speak out, they're going to unalive you. And so, and this was back like in 2015, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm still dealing with this medical trauma at this point, and I'm dealing with this medical trauma. And I said, if I started speaking out about this pharmaceutical research, they could really, unalive me. And I was like, look, I got to get through this first. Okay. And I said, then when I get my strength and I get my power back, I'll be able to, speak about everything that I've been through. But along this journey, that I'm coming out of the fire, y'all, because I was in the flames. Okay, they had me down in the flames. I'm telling you, I was homeless. Okay, and I used to be at the top. Okay, I'm a corporate accounting professional. Okay, and this is what a lot of them didn't like about me, you guys, because they thought I was some dum dum out here. Okay, they thought I was unintelligent. They thought, oh, she's a little peon. We can destroy her. Nothing's going to happen. But they didn't know that I was chosen with the royal bloodline. They didn't know that. Okay, they thought I was a dum dum out here. They didn't think everything that they were doing to me was going to catch up with their asses. Okay, that was the dang on problem with them. They thought they could just come and do stuff to me and not be held accountable. But God's wrath, okay, is something serious, and they're dealing with it right now. Because I called judgment on every single last one of them that tried to destroy me, because they didn't want me to talk. They tried to block my throat chakra, everything. They tried to keep me living in poverty. They tried to, you guys, they tried to destroy me. And I was blacklisted because of the knowledge and the information that I have. And I'm going to be reading some of this information from my blog, because I'm telling you guys, as I was going through everything, I was writing. I was writing. Okay, and that comes from my accounting skills. Okay, because in accounting, I work with top auditors. Okay, auditor firms. Okay, I work for major corporations. I used to run businesses, so I know about financial statements. I know about P&L statements. I know how business protocols are supposed to go. But they didn't know that. They thought I was some dum dum out here that got dealt a bad hand with my the medical device, okay, that almost unalived me. Okay, I'm trusting in doctors who are set me up, okay, to be almost be unalived. And I'm like, okay, no, this is insanity. So anyway, you guys, I am going to be talking about a lot of this stuff. Oh, let me bring up too this food stamp crisis. Everybody talking about this food stamp crisis. Let me tell you about this food stamp crisis. Okay, let me tell you about this food stamp crisis. Okay, chill out, you guys, and I guess I can kind of explain it like a lot better through my blog research. Some of my articles that I wrote back in 2014. So some of you guys can like comprehend what is going on in the United States, but I'll give you guys a little nugget so you kind of can understand what is going on, because I saw it back in 2014 when I opened up a can of worms when I did that pharmaceutical research in 2014, and found that all the pharmaceutical corporations were internationally owned in the United States. And at that point, like I said, I was going through everything, and there's a lot of top players that were involved, like the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the Jesuits, the Carcassians. I can never say their name. It's a mafia family, y'all. Carcassian mafia family. Okay. But the Bilderbergs, top families, the Queen of England, all of the top families. And they were all part of this scheme, agenda, okay, against United States. And I try to break it down to people so you guys can understand. Because I don't know what it is, but some of you guys see I'm a 80s baby, okay? 70s and 80s baby. That's what I am. Okay. I'm a little older, so I'm a 70s and 80s baby. And we were taught, okay, you learn your American history. Okay, that's why I know about American history. I know I read the Constitution forward and backwards. Okay, I know about the U.S. Constitution. I read the Federalist Papers, the Bill of Rights 1, Bill of Rights 2, all of this. I know this information. Okay, so I was taught this, and I'm the daughter of a Vietnam veteran. So, I was raised to protect, my country as well, because this is my country. Okay, this is my country, and I'm not going nowhere. And then, we have kids and grandkids and great grandkids got to have to live in this country. So, with that said, you guys, what went down when what I uncovered in my pharmaceutical research, and then my personal experiences, I'm going to get into, because I'm telling you, these people have been hitting me left and right, you guys. I've been in a boxing match since 2014. It's 2025. Okay, I have been fighting, exposing. These people I have been fighting for a long, long time, you guys. And because they don't want their secrets out, because I know all their secrets. I know them, okay? And they don't want their secrets out. And then the stuff that they did to me to cover up their secrets, and then all the cover-ups that they did. And I'm talking about, this goes all the way, to the judicial system. Okay. This goes to a lot of government agencies. I dug deep. But see, me, you guys, I was one. Okay, I'm not gonna just talk about it. Okay, because like I said, it goes based upon my accounting experience. I confront. Okay, you confront that devil right in front of his face, and that's what I was doing. I was confronting that devil right in front of his face. Looky here, what is going on? This is incorrect. You guys are lying, stealing, cheating. You are committing treasonous acts against the United States of America. Okay, you guys are just doing the most. What are you doing? And so, I would talk to them. I would, then they had their little minions, they got their little minions. And I feel sorry for y'all little minions. I said, because these little minions that agreed to go along with these big, powerful criminals, you're going to jail too. A lot of these people are about to go to jail. A lot of these people are about to get, tried for treasonous acts against the United States of America, because these people don't understand there is a binding contract in place for the United States of America, and that's called the U.S. Constitution. There is laws on the books for this country. So people aren't comprehending that, and these corrupt criminals were trying to manipulate the Constitution for their benefit. And so, and you guys will see a lot of this information when I start, reading my blog articles. And so, with that said, a lot of these people, the people that, like myself, that knew what was going on, oh, they wanted me gone. Oh, she knows too much. But we don't have to worry about her. A lot of it was discrimination, you guys. I'm just going to keep it real. We don't have to worry about her. She ain't, she's nothing. She's a little peon. Okay, if I was a little peon, they wouldn't have chose me. First of all, I was, because when I did my research, you guys, I knew we needed a tough president in place that wasn't afraid to go up against these criminals, these evil people that were doing things in the United States. And so when I was in one state, the Democrats approached me because I was confronting the elites in a Democratic state. I was like, you have lost your everlasting mind. Okay, I was meeting with mayors. I was talking to senators. I was talking to them all. What is going on? What are you guys doing? This is fraud. And so that state, Democrats, like I said, approached me, and I was still going through, you guys, I'm doing all of this while I'm homeless on the street. Okay. Okay. I'm doing and sick on top of that, healing from my organs getting removed. Okay. My blood pressure in the 200s and the 180s, y'all. Okay. I'm doing all this Okay, while I'm sick, homeless, okay, got nothing. They didn't took everything away from me. They didn't destroy me. They did everything, okay, they could possibly do. And I'm still out here fighting you guys because that was God's strength. Okay, God was giving me the strength. He was giving me the power to stand up because I was standing up, first of all, for all women. Okay, all women. I didn't want no woman to go through what I had to go through because these people took me through hell from a birth control device. And because I wanted to find out the truth by researching the pharmaceutical industry, they wanted to destroy me even more. But then along my journey, I was finding all kind of other corruption. Okay, I was exposing all kind of other corruption as I'm, healing and, talking to these mayors and senators and researching local governments, counties, cities, and states. Okay, I'm finding all kind of other corruption. So then I had all those people started attacking me as well. Okay, so I don't even know how many people y'all have been attacking me. It's been insane. Okay, and these people I know right now, they're shaking in their damn boots right now. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. These people are shaking in their boots right now. They did not want me to speak out. This is why it's important for you guys share this video, share, 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 share. Get this word out because these people thought I was just done. They thought I was a done deal, you guys. Okay, but I'm here and I'm here to talk about it. Now let's get back to the food stamps. The food stamps, okay. There's a method to all this madness that is going on. Y'all need to chill out. Y'all just need to chill out. Okay? It's gonna be okay. There had to be some very painful pain points in order to bring back order, law and order. Okay? You have to bring back law and order. The United States has been a rogue state, or rogue country, I'm sorry, rogue country for a long time. Okay? It has just been I'm gonna tell you guys, let me break it down to you guys like this. For some of you guys, I try to give it to the most people as common sense. So United States, when I was in my doing my pharmaceutical research, basically they had a planned agenda. Okay, and you guys think about this: a planned agenda. United States went into several countries and we had wars. Okay, we had a lot of wars. A lot of people did not like United States because it was a wealthy country, and then the United States went into their country. Did some not nice things, and I'm going to give you an example of Bayer Pharmaceuticals. During World War I and World War II. This is I dug back in my pharmaceutical research, y'all, all the way back to the 1600s. Okay, I was not playing. Okay, and I put a big piece of puzzle together, and they knew it, and that's why they started attacking me and coming after me. So anyway, United States, was in Germany. Okay, and I'm not saying all foreign people are bad, but they're a big part of it. So they went into Germany, and they dismantled the Bayer Pharmaceutical Corporation. Okay, the entire Bayer Pharma was dismantled. World War I, World War II, they destroyed it. And so these people got pissed off. Okay, they got pissed off, and then of course China was pissed off. The Vietnam War, the Vietnamese, everybody pissed off at the United States. Okay, and this is what y'all got to comprehend. This is what y'all got to understand. So when I'm breaking it down like this, so y'all can kind of put the pieces together. So they got pissed off. Okay, and then you got to remember, Germany, you had the Nazis, you had the Soviets, you got the Soviet Union, you got all these people. Okay, they did not like United States. They didn't like United States, you guys. So you have all of these people, in Germany, China, all of they did not like United States. Okay, and this is where the eugenics theory agenda came into play. Okay, I found the eugenics there. I found their a plot. Okay, against the United States is what I did, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real. That I found their agenda in my pharmaceutical research, and this is why they wanted me to shut the f up. They were like, she need to shut the f up because I found it. Okay, and so what they were doing, the eugenics theory. Let me tell you guys what the eugenics theory tactic is. Okay, the eugenics theory, Margaret Sanger, Planned Parenthood, all the Planned Parenthoods. I know a lot of you ladies do not want to hear this, but I'm telling you, Planned Parenthood was part of my problem. Planned Parenthood, they would not even acknowledge me after they were the ones responsible, partly responsible. Well, first it was the IUD, then it was Planned Parenthood, partly responsible for destroying my life and getting my organs taken out. I had a disease in my body from a IUD for 6 years, okay, undetected. Doctors kept calling a disease an infection, okay? And then I had so many other illnesses. I'm going to go more in detail, you guys, with that at a later time. Um, Probably in my webinar, and then that's going to be part of my book. But anyway, so these countries, okay, with the eugenics theory, and the eugenics theory, had top leaders, okay, like the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, okay, all the powerful families, okay, they use this agenda, eugenics theory, which is you come into a country, okay, understand this, comprehend. Eugenics theory is if when other countries come into another country, you infiltrate that country to take over all that country's economical resources, food, drugs, housing, everything. They take over everything in that country. And they, instead of going, into an all-out war, they were being strategic. Okay, is what they were doing. They were being strategic. So this is what has been going on in the United States for a long time. But then we also have the crooked portion of the Americans that went along with these tactics, okay, these eugenics theory agenda. They went along for money, greed, and power. Okay, a lot of them, wanted these, like the pharmaceutical corporations to donate to their campaign. Okay, funnel the money through NGOs. They were doing the most. Okay, but a lot of these people were getting paid. And a lot of these people also were getting paid to destroy me as well. Okay, I seen people just like blatantly lie on the stand and get away with it. Okay, just they didn't win the case, but they lied on the stand. Okay, to get back, at me. These people, they were paying people. So this is what they were doing. That was their MO. Okay, like I said, money is the root of all evil. Okay, I'm telling you guys, these people were being paid to come into the United States, infiltrate every infrastructure that we had economically. And this is exactly what they have been doing. Okay, like the Bushes, okay, a lot of presidents, a lot of not a lot of presidents, mayors, a lot of state leaders, a lot of politicians. Okay, a lot of them were involved. Okay, you had the lobbyists. Okay, they had all their minions in place. Trust and believe their workers, their employees. Okay, they had them all in place. You guys, and guys, please, like the live. Get up here, share, do what you need to do to get this out, because people need to hear this information. So share. And I guess at some point TikTok will give me. I don't know who's on YouTube. Okay, I'm not really worried about YouTube because I've been fighting with YouTube for a long time, because a lot of these social media platforms, let me tell you guys, I've been fighting with them because they do not want me to speak, because I am calling out all social media platforms as well that are part of these plots against the United States and the American people. And they, have their foreign people in these executive positions, and a lot of these on these social media platforms that are pulling the strings. Okay, and they want like individuals like myself to shut the F up. Okay, because they don't want us speaking the truth. So with that said, so all of these, the infiltration within the United States, it was all a planned plot. They were trying to overthrow the United States of America, you guys, basically what it is. And I have research that I'm going to be speaking about in my blog in regards to that. So you guys can, help conceptualize all of this. And I wrote my blogs back in 2014 when because when I found what I found in my pharmaceutical research, I was like, Lord have mercy. Yeah. when I uncovered, okay, when I opened up a can of worms in the pharmaceutical, okay, research, you guys, I was like, oh my God, they're trying to take control over the United States. They're trying to overthrow our government. I was like, oh God, I said, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? So at that point, I said, okay, I gotta do something about this. Okay, I said, but I didn't know, y'all. I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to be honest and truthful out here. Trying to heal my mind, body, and soul. Okay, thank God, God was on my side, y'all. Okay, I'm trying to do everything, and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta tell people, I gotta talk to people, I gotta tell people what I found. Okay, I gotta report this some kind of way. So I did. I'm gonna be reading today my first press release that I did back in September 2014, because I was like, I gotta tell people, and then me not thinking. Y'all, these people, like when I was researching the top 10 pharmaceutical corporation, they were coming after me then. Okay, I was getting threats then. Okay, they were like, don't you do that. I was like, oh, yes, I am. Okay, because y'all are just not going to come and impact my life. Okay, and try to destroy my life and take out my organs. And you think that you're not going to, okay, be held accountable. I said, because how many females, okay, organs had to be removed because of y'all, because y'all want to make profit. Okay, it's not about safety, it was about profit. How much profit can I head count? They did head count, you guys. And then, okay, let me mention this. They only will hire, this is where the infiltration come in at. They would only hire their people. Okay, they were using United States visa system. Okay, the visa system, the EB-5, they were using all that to come into so they can bring their people into the United States. Because in my research, I found they didn't like how the American workers worked. Okay, so they were bringing in their people to work in their corporations and businesses. Okay, and let me get back to Bear. Okay, how they snuck into the United States, because at one point, do y'all know, uh, was it Bear? I think Germany or Bear, I can't distinctly remember, but they were kicked out of the United States. They kicked them out of the United States. I forget what president was, but they kicked them out of the United States. Don't come back over here, because they seen they shade what they was doing. They was shady. They was criminals. They was scheming over here in the United States. And one president, I forget his name, y'all. It's in my research. We'll talk about that in my research on my webinar or in my book. But anyway, they kicked him out of the United States, y'all. Okay, and so then they waited a little bit, and then they came out with that Bayer aspirin. That's how they snuck their asses back into the United States. Okay, from Germany. Okay, don't trust them damn Germans. Okay, some of them Germans ain't not, they're not nice. They Soviets, they Nazis, y'all. Okay, y'all sit up here talk about the Jewish people. We got people from all over the world that don't like the United States, and y'all sitting up here putting them on the pedestal. These people don't like us. Okay, and they got planned agendas over here, and this is what y'all don't realize. And so, but anyway, so Bear snuck their butts into the United States, okay, with that Bear aspirin, okay, and then on top of that, they snuck their asses in here with the birth control. Okay, that's how they got into the United States. They started creating birth control for women. And these were Nazis, these were Germans, Soviet Union people, okay? And that were a lot of them, their family members, maybe their cousins, their brothers, their fathers. I don't know who it may. Some of them got unalived. Okay, when America destroyed the bear pharmaceuticals, in the war. Okay, and then the other ones were charged in the Nuremberg trials. So the Nuremberg trials got a lot of these Germans, okay, locked up, like the big elite people at Bayer Pharmaceuticals. They went through Nuremberg trials. And so y'all put this together. Okay, you destroy our family stuff. Okay, and this is what they're thinking about America. Y'all came over there and now y'all destroyed our family stuff. Then y'all turned around, okay, and took them through military, the Nuremberg trials, okay, courts. Some of them was jailed, some of them was unalived. I don't know. But anyway, so y'all don't think that these people did not want to come back into the United States and retaliate? Okay, Come on, people, it don't take a rocket scientist. These people came back into the United States, but to make it even worse, okay, we had people working in the inside and the outside. That's the crazy part. We had other countries that joined along with them, okay, to infiltrate the United States. Okay, and then they came in, they start getting congressional seats, okay, becoming senators. They were taking over uh, our cities, they were taking over our counties, they were taking over everything, just infiltration, infiltration, infiltration. And then, okay, then they had the American people that actually were Americans, and they were, paying them off. They were taking over businesses. They were going into taking over agriculture industry. They were taking over the retail industry. That's why we see all this demonic devil, Satanist, atheist stuff going on in the United States. Okay, they got a hold of CERN. Okay, that they were doing tunnels. I mean, you name it. They was doing the most, you guys. They were doing the most. But so this is how they infiltrated into the United States, and I have so much information, you guys. I'm just giving y'all a piece of what I know, and this is why they didn't want me to speak. Okay, but no, and let me tell you guys too. For some of you guys that aren't unaware. Okay, I was chosen. I don't think I said this. I was chosen to be Trump's African American coalition leader back in 2016. And the only reason why I did that because I was let me tell y'all this. I was a Democrat all my life. And I'm like, once I started, waking up, I was like, okay, I've been a Democrat all my life. Why the hell am I still struggling? And I see all these foreign people getting brand new houses, buying cars, and they just got over here fresh off a dang on boat. Okay, how are they outdoing me and mine? Okay, and this was like in the 90s, was pretty good. The 80s and 90s was pretty good. I was always able to get a good job. I didn't have a problem, whatsoever. But then, the late 90s came, 2000 came, and all hell broke loose. Okay. And so, all this stuff, started going on. I'm like, why is all this happening? And so, like I said, I started going down the rabbit hole. And then, so, I was like, okay, the Democrats ain't doing jack diddly squat, okay, for black people. Okay, and then I noticed they started trying to incorporate all these foreign blacks, okay, that migrated to America as African Americans. And first of all, and it was funny because my dad said this, asked me this one time. He said, what does African American mean? And I said, I don't know. Okay. He said, we ain't from no damn Africa. Okay. He said, I forget where he said. He said, we're American. That's what he said. He said, we're American. But I have Indian blood. I have the original Black American Indians of this country. Okay. That did not migrate, didn't come on no slave ship. Okay. The original Black American Indians of this country did not come on no slave ship. And this is what the information that they, have been keeping hidden from you guys. And as well. So what they did was, okay, first they had the colored people, then they had the Negro, okay, and then it turned into the the nigga, and just all kinds of names, that African, and we're like, wait a minute. What they did was the Black American Indians in with the slaves that came over to America, okay, who are Americans, the slaves that came over to America, because they're in the Constitution, okay. They are Americans as well. So the descendants of slaves, they are Americans. The Black American Indians are Americans. Okay, let's just get clear here. Okay, but these migrants, okay, whose family came over to the United States to work or whatever it may be, okay, they are not, let me repeat, they are not a Black American, nor are they a descendant slave Black American. Okay, let's get this clear, because a lot of you guys are just misconstrued about this information. Okay, but that's what their planned plot was. We're just gonna put all the Black people in one category, but then they put Native American. They just disavowed all Black American Indians. They just disavowed them. We're gonna call them African Americans. Okay, but we're gonna do the the lighter Native Americans, okay, that the copper color, no, not copper color, what are they? They're lighter, you know, like the Navajos and all of that. Oh, we gonna say they Native Americans, okay? Then we gonna give them money. But the Black American Indians, okay, they didn't do nothing. And the Black American Indians go back to Turtle Island. There's just so much information, you guys, I can unpack. But I just want y'all to be clear on that, because a lot they try to glop Black people in one category, which is not true. Okay, and this is one of the reasons we're also speaking up about this. We are not. I say, first of all, okay, I don't know nothing about Africa. I am American. Okay, my grandma, my great grandma. Okay, we are all Americans. Okay, we got family, deep history. Okay, in our country, this is our land. Okay, we are Americans. Period. We don't know nothing about African. And then if y'all look, we do not. The Black Americans and the descendants of slaves, we don't look like people from Jamaica. We don't look like people from Caribbean. Like, for instance, that everybody putting that Candace Owens on the pedestal. She from the Caribbean. Her family migrated over here. She is not a Black American Indian, nor is she a descendant slave child. Okay, Black American. She is not. She is a Caribbean. Okay, there's Caribbeans, you got the Haitians, you got the Jamaicans. Okay, those are not Black Americans. Okay, they are what they are: Caribbeans, Jamaicans, Haitians. Okay, even that Elon Omar, she come from another country. They don't look like us. They don't look like the Black Americans. Okay, we look good. The Black Americans look good. Okay, our face ain't all, you know, they just have like rougher looking features or something like that, you know, but some of them are beautiful, you know. I'm not saying nothing about, you know, bad about them, but some of them are, you know, very beautiful, but they don't look like us. They're not us. So but anyway, so what I want to say is that was the part of their agenda. Let's bring over all these migrant Blacks to replace the Black Americans. Okay, and then we're going to call them African Americans too. And now the Black Americans have woke up and we're like, oh, no, 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 you will not. Okay. We're like, no, you will not. They are not Black Americans, nor are they Black American Indians. Y'all better get it right. And then exactly that's what the problem was with the 14th Amendment. Okay. The 14th Amendment was specifically for the descendants of Black American slaves. Okay. That's it. When the forefathers created the Constitution, okay, and ended slavery, not one foreign person was over in United States of America. There were no Mexicans, okay, over here in United States talking about, okay, that pertains to Hispanics. It pertains to all other foreign migrants. No, it does not. They said nothing about that. They said 1/3 of the slave descendant children. That's what the 14th Amendment is. It's not, and I know that y'all was lied to, these judges and all of that, because, you know, some of them, you know, was getting paid, you guys. Just be honest here. Some of them was being paid, or they were given the wrong information. Say this so, you know, they can stay over here in America. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. 14th Amendment has nothing to do with foreign migrants or their children, okay? Birthing children and say, oh, they're American, you know, American. No, they're not your children, okay? Especially if you came over here illegally. Okay, you can cancel Christmas on that. And then the other ones that you even came over here legally, okay? No, 14th Amendment is not for you either. No, it is not. So, you know, a lot of people got misconstrued about that. So this is, you know, what the major problem has been. They were taking, you know, these judges, these lawyers. Okay, and I put a lot of lawyers, you guys. I talked to several lawyers because they had me blacklisted, you guys. They didn't want no lawyer taking my case. And it doesn't really matter to me because I mentioned this yesterday. Guess what the bar means? Okay, bar. Okay, this stuff is coming out too. The bar is the British Accreditation Registry. Okay, that's what it is. It's from Britain, British. Okay, which does not apply to the United States of America. This is not Britain. Okay, this is not Britain. That's another reason why, you know, I don't trust that Candace Owens, because her husband is from Britain. What y'all do? What and he's with the British Lord family. What y'all over here in the United States doing? I'm questioning anybody that has power from another country. Okay, but the Bar Association is the British Accredited Registry. So that test all them lawyers went to college for is is exempt in the United States. You can forget it. Okay, you didn't really need to have to take that test because there's something else coming down the pipeline, another legal format coming down the pipeline. And I'll talk about that on my webinar series. I'm going to have one free webinar and the rest you guys are going to have to pay for. But I'm going to be talking about that on my webinar because, the Bar Association, y'all forget it. Okay. But anyway, I have went head to head with some lawyers. Okay. I have made lawyers feel this small. Okay. I even won 2 court cases. The judges thought I was a lawyer. Okay, they were like, "Oh, you look like a lawyer," and I'm like, "No, I do not," because I was spitting that case law to them. Okay, because I said, "Look," and because these people thought I was dumb. They thought I was dumb, y'all. They thought I was unintelligent. They didn't know that I was smarter than the average bear. Okay, very intelligent. Okay, and then with all the information God gives me, I was very intelligent. So anyway, so I'm spitting that case law because I took business law 1 and 2. I had already did my American history research. I know the laws of my country. I knew the penal codes. I knew all of that. Okay. And they weren't expecting that. And these foreign people are trying to come against me in my country. I said, "Oh no, you will not. You don't even belong here. And you're gonna try to come against me. I'm an American, and I don't care if I am a Black American. Okay, I'm an American. You are not gonna come into my country and uh try to manipulate me and try to trump up stuff against me because I caught you in corruption. No, you will not. You, as a foreigner, will be going to jail. Okay, because and then all the people that are involved that helped you are going to jail because I caught them in money laundering. Okay, I caught this. I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you guys this on another time. But I caught these people in money laundering, real estate fraud, housing fraud. Okay, involving the IRS, the city, the state, okay, federally. I caught them, you guys, and they got pissed off. They got pissed off. So anyway, but they try to use our own judicial system against us. I was like, y'all have lost y'all's mind. I said, "Oh no, not this one. You will not." Okay, no. So the judges was like, okay, I think the judges knew. I think judges and some of these lawyers knew this. Like, oh my God, this is a smart cookie. Okay, she know what she talking about. I said, yeah. Just because you hold that degree don't mean that I don't know. Okay, I don't have a law degree, but I'm very educated on the law. Okay, and and I ran businesses, so I had to know this information. So you can't run nothing past me at all. Okay, you can't manipulate me. You might be able to manipulate other people, but you can't manipulate me. I did this for a living. So, but they didn't know that because I was down and out. See, okay, they wanted to keep me down and out, and then some of these people that I was confronting when I was down and out, they were shocked and amazed. They was like, "Oh, we can't F with her because that one there." And so what they started doing, they started gang stalking me and started, moving strings behind the scenes to make sure they, kept destroying me, sending, attack after attack after attack after attack after attack for years since 2014. Y'all, it's 2025. These people have been trying to destroy me since 2014. Actually, it started in 2013. But these people, well, actually it goes back to 2009, but I'm going to just stick to 2014. But these people have been trying to destroy me ever since then, you guys, because of the knowledge that I have and my experiences that I have and how I called them out on their corruption. So they like, I'm talking to board members. Okay, I'm going up in front of the board members. I had a viral video. I can't even remember because a lot of my stuff they took down. Because I went in front of a whole board member. I called out all their corruption, and they didn't like it. I think it had over 3 or 4 million views, but they took it down on YouTube because it was back in 2016, 17, I think it was this video. But yeah, they took it down because I caught corruption. Okay, politicians. Okay, city leaders. I said okay, and then foreign people. I said, oh, I caught it all. I mean, several several. I caught so much corruption, guys, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it all. This is why these people didn't want me to speak. Okay, these people thought I was gone. They thought I was gone. I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm still here. So with that said, you guys, I can keep talking, but I just wanted to give you guys a snippet of why I am coming out now. Because it's high time. I'm tired of these people lying. These people are lying to you guys out here. And I'm so sick of people being lied to. It's not fair. It's not right. It's not godly. And they continue putting stuff on social media. They keep putting stuff in the news that is they're lying. Okay, it's a lot of illusions going on. So if you want the truth, I'm going to give you the truth. I have the history, I have the skills, I have the personal experiences. That's that's like golden right there. I've lived this stuff. I confronted these powerful people. Okay, because I forgot to tell you guys, I am a prior political candidate. I am. Okay, the GOP came to me and asked me to run against Maxine Waters. Okay, because I was trying to explain to people, what I've been through. Okay, all the stuff that I've been through. And then, they see my activism and how I was, and they were like, yeah, she's a good candidate, to run against Maxine Waters. But then I dealt with fraud. Okay, there's fraud happened with that situation, you guys. That's a whole nother story I'm going to be talking about. I said, these people just are a hot mess across the board, Democrats and Republicans. Y'all are a hot mess across the board. Okay, so I said, all right, just let me keep going. God was like, no problem, honey. God came to me. He said, we're going to work, okay, on your spirituality. This is what we're going to do. I said, okay, God. Okay, because I follow God. He said, we are going to tap into your spirituality, your spiritual gifts, because you have the royal bloodline. Let's tap into your spiritual gifts. Okay, and then once, I healed, okay, because I was still healing through the trauma that I went through. So I was going through my spiritual healing and, my healing my mind, body, and soul. Okay, because I stopped messing with them doctors that just was trying to tear my insides in upside down. All okay, just horrific, you guys. So I had to learn, God showed me how to heal my own body. Okay, and I'm going to be sharing those tips and tricks with you guys too, because if it wasn't for God, I'm telling y'all, God, y'all, some of y'all, don't believe in God, but guess what? That's why y'all live in the hell you're living right now. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm a walking testimony. Okay, I was down to 80 pounds, 80, with a full cast, and my insides tore up from the floor up. I'm a walking testimony, and homeless. I'm a walking testimony. And this is what these people don't like. How did she survive all of that, along with all the spiritual warfare that they were sending, towards me as well? Because I was using, even though I was sick, I was still using my brain. They couldn't kill my brain. Okay, even the mind control, the psychological attacks they were trying to send. You can't. God was with me. God and my angels was walking with me. They weren't banking on that. Okay, they weren't banking on that. They were like, "Oh God, how did she do it? How did she do it? Okay, how did she do it? God, okay, God." And this is why you got to put your faith in God. You better pick up a Bible. Okay, you're going through something. You got to pray. You have to pray, you guys, and God will lead the way. But God came to me. We're gonna work on your spiritual healing, and that's exactly what we did. And then I was able to start sharing my spiritual videos with you guys. I have a lot of spiritual content on my TikTok and my other other YouTube channel. The It's called I had to post it in here. But I have another YouTube channel where I post spiritual motivational content. Okay, but that was led by God. Okay, I never in my life thought I would be doing any of this, you guys. Never in my life. But God led me down a whole nother path. And then I never thought that I would be speaking, because even when I was out there campaigning, you guys, everybody loved the way I spoke. I was getting standing ovations. Okay, I was talking to the news media. Okay, but I'm very passionate, okay, because I don't like people getting harmed, innocent people, for no dang on reason, okay, because somebody's greed, somebody's they want to make a profit off of you. I can't stand people. That is my pet peeve. Okay, who the hello are you? You are a human being just like the next is a human being. Just because you got wealth or you got a prominent position, or you think you better than somebody else because you got a bigger house, you driving a brand new car or whatever, okay, it does not matter. It does not, okay, it doesn't make you better than the next individual, because we were all formed in our mother's wombs, okay. We didn't come out, okay, driving a brand new car. It depends on what family line you went to. And this is, I can go deep in this, but I'm not gonna go deep. But depends on, okay, what family you were born into, okay. And so that didn't make you a CEO. Well, some of you guys are trust fund babies, and trust fund babies, you didn't work for nothing, okay, in this world. You were just giving, so you didn't even put in no hard work or dedication, okay. You were just giving stuff. And I've seen a lot of trust funds babies, and a lot of them, I know a lot of elite people, put it like that, you guys. I know a lot of wealthy people, and some of these wealthy people, y'all have no idea. They talk about poor people. I'm telling you, these wealthy people I done been around. Oh my God, I'll probably talk about that in the webinar. Okay, I know a lot of wealthy people, and I grew up around wealthy people, so it's just like I know wealthy people. I know how they are. Okay, I know how they are in business. I work with wealthy people in business. Okay, I work with CEOs. I work with corporate owners. All of that. I work with all of them. What is going on? Okay, TikTok. Something is going on with. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. They want me to do a puzzle, y'all. That's why y'all gotta start hitting on something. Y'all gotta start hitting on something here. Because I gotta do a puzzle here. They want me to do this puzzle to stay on TikTok. That's why y'all gotta start. Somebody gotta start joining up here, doing something at the top. I only have one person. Y'all sitting up here listening, but none of y'all is up here joining, and they making me do puzzles and stuff to keep going. I got time for that. Okay. This is valuable information that I am giving you guys. Okay. Show some respect out here. Okay. This is very, very valuable. I'm going to be speaking a lot of truth. Well, I have been speaking a lot of truth. I'm going to continue to speak a lot of truth, because my information can save your family. Okay, can save your children, your grandchildren, especially y'all's daughters out here, because a lot of y'all have daughters. Okay, and they are targeting your daughters, and y'all don't even know it. Y'all entrusting y'all's daughters' life to the devil himself. Okay, and they got the witches. Okay, y'all are entrusting y'all daughters to devils and witches, and I can help protect you from that. So show some respect on this channel. Okay, because if not, guess what, your daughter can be the next statistic, like I was. They targeted me. I was a statistic because I didn't know what was going on, okay, with these birth control devices and all these female products. I didn't know, but I got the juice, I got the tea, because I dug deep into all the reproductive health products and devices for women. And they targeting these young girls, y'all's daughters, and your daddies out there. Yeah, y'all daughters. They're out here doing the most to y'all's daughters, y'all nieces, okay, and your mamas and your wives out there. They are targeting women, okay, for their agenda. So y'all need to show some respect, and y'all need to listen. Y'all need to join. Y'all need to do what y'all need to do. Follow my page, because you're not going to get this information. Nobody has this knowledge that I have, because I lived it. I researched it, okay, and got my life destroyed because of it. So you guys need to really pay attention to what I am telling you guys. But let me get into my blog. I'm going to get into my blog article. Maybe some of y'all can comprehend, okay, what I have, been trying to tell you guys. I'm gonna start it from the beginning. YouTube, I don't know if y'all can see me, but okay, because I'm bringing up my blog article. I should have did, I don't know how to do 2 pages. I gotta figure that out. I gotta figure that out on my computer. Let's see. Okay, you guys. I'm gonna move you over here, Tiki Taki. Oh well, let me see. I'm gonna put you. Oh, I had you up here yesterday. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, Tiki Taki. Oh, let me put y'all. Oh, it came all the way off. Oh, that sucks. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. Oh, come on. Okay. Really? Okay.
This is why the night he picked him up from a rural shelter. He been dropped off with severe.
What is going on? Oh. Screw you. Y'all, hey, everybody come back on here on this live. Everybody come back on this live on here so I can show y'all something. I had to restart the live, you guys. Y'all, I had to restart the live. Come back on. I had to restart the freaking live. Y'all come back on. I had to restart the live. I had to restart the live. Look what they did to my other phone. It's just totally off now. Totally off, you guys. I had to restart the live. No command, no nothing. Zero. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to do this here. This is how they want to stop you, you guys. This is how they want to stop you. I had to restart the dang on live. Now my other phone, no command, nothing, zero. Okay, nothing on here. Nothing at all. I can't even turn it off. I can't do anything. Turn it on. I can't do anything. Anything. Google just totally shut it down, y'all. Totally shut it down. These people getting on my nerves, y'all. These people getting on my nerves. Gotta get on my nerves, y'all. To get on my nerves. Come back in the live, y'all. Come back into the live. Okay, maybe it'll come back up. I don't know. We'll see. It's doing something, y'all. This is insanity. This is what they do, y'all. This is what they do. Okay, I got to be switching back and forth, switching back and forth. This, it don't make no sense. Don't make no sense, y'all. It did not make no sense. I got to go through all this shit. It really don't. Okay. because they don't want me speaking the truth. This is insanity. Insanity. Y'all come back on. Come back on. It's just like, really, people? Really? I don't know. I guess it's gonna do its thing at one point. I don't know, y'all. They want to keep stopping me, is what they want, you guys. They want to keep stopping me. These people here. Y'all, this is awful. Awful. And whatever girl you come up, there was a girl that popped up. She looked like a damn witch, okay? I rebuke you in the blood of Jesus. Okay. When I started this live over here on my other phone, okay, it's some girl that popped up here that looked like a dang on witch. I rebuke you in the blood of Jesus, whoever you are, okay? Honey, you and your covenant, okay? God's wrath is coming upon you right now. I can tell you that right now. Every single one of y'all trying to block me, all you doing is sealing your own fate. Okay, you can't come up against a chosen child of God. Whatever tactics that y'all are trying to do, you will not win. God is coming after every single last one of y'all. Let me get back on YouTube. God is coming after every single last one of y'all. You cannot come up against a chosen child of God. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all have some serious issues out here that you got to attack people because your ass don't want to go to jail, okay? And you don't want to be exposed, or you don't want to be tried for treason against the United States of America. Well, let me tell you something. Your days is done, sweet cheeks and sweet hymns. Your days are, forget about it. Forget about it. I don't care what you do. Okay, I think my other phone coming back on, y'all. I have no idea. Maybe when I moved it, I don't know, y'all. But yeah, I don't have time for this. I do not have time for this. I'm already on this live. I'm going to stay on this live until something happened to this damn phone. Okay, now I got to wait for all y'all to come back on here, which is insanity. Okay, insanity. All right. It's just like, really, people? Really? I like my other phone better, actually, because... All right, yeah, I think I'm going to end this one. You know what? I'm going to end it for a minute. Go take care of my doggies, and I'll come back. Okay? YouTube, I'm just going to keep you going. I'm going to keep you going. You be all right, YouTube. I'm going to keep you going. And, okay. Oh, I got more achievements. Said I had 0 viewers. I know I had more viewers than that. Really, people? All right. I'm just going to end it.
Their skin conditions, and for 3 long days.
End it. YouTube. I'm going to end YouTube. I'll see you guys on the next one. You guys.